This is PlayerProps.ai. This for winners research. We run it up with every betting tool you know in each perk. Trevor's tested waters help you swim even the feet first. Now strategies and all you need to help you PlayerProps.ai. This for winners research. We run it up with every betting tool you know in each perk. Trevor's tested waters help you swim even the feet first. Now strategies and all you need to help you eat.
Hey guys, it's me, Travis with PlayerProps.ai, and so we're locking in for Friday's college basketball games. There are no NHL games, there are no NBA games, so we have two sports available for today. We have college basketball, where there's I think like 15, 16 games, and then there's of course the EPL, which of course we talked about in the last episode. If you watched that, we just added that to our site. We have a English Premier League, which is a soccer league for people that don't pay attention to soccer. One of the most popular, if not the most popular soccer league. We have a Moneyline predictor for it, a spread predictor, a total predictor. We even have player prop predictors available for it as well. But for this particular episode, I was kind of thinking of what I want to focus on. And I think because our college basketball Moneyline spread and total predictors, there's about 15 games to choose from. I think we can find something that we really like. I don't know if you don't have college basketball player props or college props, because there's a lot of states that ban them from wagering on college athletes because a lot of you are psychopaths, and when somebody doesn't hit, you send them a death threat, and the states don't like 18-year-old college athletes getting death threats, so thank you to those children out there who ruined it for everybody else. But that being said, if you don't get them, period, you may not recognize this fact, but the states that do have them, there's very, very, very limited options. So even though we have like 15 games right now on the screen for the Moneyline predictor, there's only like 2 or 3 games, period, out of all of those that they actually generate player props for. And of course, we can't show anything that doesn't have a line available on, DraftKings, FanDuel, and all the other stuff. So because it is extremely limited in the United States or North America in general for wagering on college props, we're going to have this Friday episode focused just on college team bets, which every state should have access to that has legal betting anyway. So let's see if we can find anything we like here. So I started off with the Moneyline predictor for college basketball. And again, we have a lot of different ones built in, but we're just going to look at DraftKings for now. If you are unsure, if you've only focused on the player prop videos and you've dabbled with that, but you haven't focused on the team stuff yet, make sure you click the buttons on the top of every single tool. It will teach you how to use the tool, how to read the data, how to make money from this. Yesterday, I believe our NBA spread predictor was perfect out of all of the NBA games. I think a lot of people won a lot of money in Discord as well off the college spread predictors. We'll look at that in a second. This is going to come in huge next month for March Madness. I feel like we're going to have 99% of the people that use our site and our app are going to be using it during the month of March for March Madness. And I'm super, super excited about that. And also, if you haven't been in the Discord, first, shame on you. Just get in the Discord. It's free to join. But I've been kind of toying around or playing around with this idea of doing a $100,000 free to enter college basketball March Madness tournament, where if you get a certain amount of things, which the things I will detail in the event or the contest once the details come out. But if you do something crazy impossible, not necessarily getting an entire bracket perfect, but something close to that impossibility, then we're gonna give somebody $100,000 for doing it, and that's $0 to enter. You just have to be a PlayerProps.ai member, which is a free account. You have to have the PlayerProps.ai app on your phone, which is a free app to download. You have to subscribe to all the PlayerProps.ai social media channels in the YouTube, which is free. And you got to be in the Discord with your account synced, also free. So if you have rewarded yourself by doing the bare minimum, doing all the free stuff, then come next month for March Madness, you're going to have a free entry into a $100,000 contest. More details for that coming out later. But this is our 2.0 tools. If you're on the desktop, Moneyline, spread, total, betting trends, odds comparison, these are the team stuff. If you are on your mobile app, the menu option is not up here. If you're on your phone, it's going to be in the bottom left. It'll say, if you're only looking at the player prop stuff, it'll just say player in the bottom left. Tap on that, change it to make it say team, and that's where you find the team stuff. Just a quick glance here. There are only, there's a handful, but I mean, these are fractionally 0.04 difference, 0.46 difference, 0.56, 1.32. I mean, the only thing that's actually worth a look is probably this one right here. Let me see. Yeah, because even if we wanted to look at this one here, Northern Kentucky and Green Bay, it's the line or the money line is minus 298, and I'm never going to focus on a show of giving you a play that's minus 298. So this one's actually minus 130. So minus 130, what does that mean? It means the sportsbooks give Niagara a 56.52% chance to win. RAI says that should be a little bit higher than that. It should actually be a 61% chance. So that means the minus 130 money line is pretty cheap. Out of 5 games that we have for MSM here for Mount St. Mary's, out of the 5 games that we have that they have participated in, that we've predicted one of the two sides of, or one of the two teams, the AI has been correct 60% of the time. Same for Niagara. We have 15 games that they've been involved in that we have historical AI projections for, and that's hit on 80% of the time. So as long as both of these are like 60% or higher, and this is literally at 60%, this is something that's interesting to me. Again, I don't ever want to look at a minus 298 money line. That's too expensive. And then we go down one more to looks like some Ivy League stuff here with Dartmouth and Columbia. Minus 125, but the difference is like, You can look at it. It's just saying that this team's already favored by the sports books. They give them a 55% chance to hit. Ours is saying it should be 57. Barely any difference, but something you can look at as well. But the only thing I like on the college basketball money line predictor is Niagara money line. Okay, so we have Niagara minus 130 on DraftKings. So let's check FanDuel real quick. Okay, so this is interesting. So FanDuel actually has a different game up top that actually has a bigger percentage difference, 5.02%. It is, so the team, if you don't recognize these abbreviations, just tap on either side. It'll tell you the team name. We have Loyola Chicago and St. Louis here. So Loyola Chicago has a minus 138 money line. That means the sportsbooks give them a 57.98% chance. That should be bigger based on our AI. It says there should be a 63% chance to win. So it's saying the money line is also cheap here. The bare minimum I just mentioned a few seconds ago for accuracy was 60. They're both 63% and higher, and they actually have a lot more games recorded for them. So this one, the Nevada San Jose State right below this, you can see it on screen, right? Nevada, you can barely see it on the screen. So you see the money line is minus 225. It's still a little too rich. So I think what we're gonna do here is we're gonna focus. We're gonna do 2. Let's focus on 2 here. I thought I was gonna go to the spread and look at the total and everything else, but minus 130 Niagara is pretty good, and minus 138 Loyola Chicago is pretty good. So we don't actually need to go to the spread to force like a minus 110 play when we could just do the money lines there. Another tool I am gonna bring up here before we call this wraps on our short and sweet college basketball team show today. So we just talked about Niagara, right? So Niagara has a, on the spread, they're minus 1.5. 62% of all tickets have been on them to cover the spread with 90% of the money. A lot of people are hammering minus 1.5 Niagara. The money line is, I mean, a lot of people are on the money line, but the fact that like people are hammering the spread, a lot of people doing for NBA, a lot of like the sharps in general, or a lot of people that do a lot of like daily betting, and this is what they focus on for basketball, they typically do spread betting. But I don't hate a minus 130 money line. I'd rather them win and then not risk them having to win by 2. Because if this game happens where they win by 1, everybody that bets on minus 1.5 loses. So I'm just going to bet them to win at minus 130. What was the other team we were looking at? So we did Niagara minus 130 on DraftKings, and then we had Loyola. I don't know if I'm even spelling this right. I'm just going to type L. I'm trying to think here. Let me just scroll down real quick. Where is these? So these are ranked by time. So I'm trying to remember what time of the day that game was. No. Okay, so what we're going to do here is we're going to go back to the Moneyline. It was, 7 p.m. So maybe this is not offered on DraftKings. That's why it's not popping up on the top for DraftKings. So we don't really know until this is added as a bet to DraftKings, we're not going to know. So maybe it'll be added later. That's the whole thing with college basketball. Like these sports books are slow and they suck. They're like, we don't care too much about it. We want to focus on NBA and stuff. And then NBA and NHL are on break. And what happens? We have to focus on college basketball, but the apps can't keep up with us. So we don't need to see the betting history. We already know what we want to do. We're actually doing 2 here today. These are single bets. You have to follow the 20-80-20 rule that is detailed in our bankroll management channel in Discord. If you aren't doing that, you've probably lost a ton of money already, as opposed to everybody in our Discord that's following the guidelines that have won a ton of money already this year. But these are single bets for your 80%, and then your last 20%, you can possibly look at a 2-pick if you want to do that. Loyola, Chicago, -138, and then Niagara Moneyline, -130. If you can find them cheaper on another sports book, okay, so Niagara's -130 is the highest. It's not showing here for DraftKings, but it's the highest, or the best paying one they have here that we just saw on the other screen. And then the other team we looked at was Loyola. And it looks like, that -138 on FanDuel is the best payout for going for Loyola Chicago. So yeah, those numbers that we had were the best ones. So again, for everybody that just fast forward to the end, and you're not going to apply yourself, and you lose a ton of money because you're not listening to words coming out of my mouth before the end, shame on you, but that's what we're locking in there. That one and that one. All right, kids, good luck. I don't think I'm going to have any videos out for the All-Star break. We're not going to have any AI stuff for you, but there's still 15,000 people in the Discord that's chatting about the All-Star break and going over different skill bets like the 3-point challenge winners and this new format for the All-Star game. So if you want to be part of that, all you got to do is get in the Discord. It's easy peasy, lemon squeezy. But good luck. Happy Valentine's Day, and we'll see you probably Monday. Good luck, guys.